Let's see, do I look good for the camera? All right, all right, all right. Vanguardians. My Vanguardians. Welcome, Vanguardians. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good morning, Mr. R. Miles. Not sure if Miles is a man or a woman, but let's just say good morning, and good morning, and Vanguardians. Mr. Underwood. Morning. Oh, Mr. R. Miles is in the house. We got Mr. Underwood. We about to go live. We about to go live for you. Greg Griffin. Good morning, and that be Vanguardians. Good morning, and like Tyler Perry. I don't know if any of y'all know about Tyler Perry, but Tyler Perry started from the bottom and went to the top. He's a producer, big studio in Atlanta, produces a lot of good movies for people of culture. He mimics the way we act and how it goes on in black families, and doesn't speak politically correct when he's mimicking people. So my topic this morning is about the power and praise. And I'm going to talk about the power and praise because the power and praise is phenomenal. Now, what we try to do is build your dog into being the greatest dog ever. And that's going to take bonding with your dog. Good morning, Matt Greger. Good morning. We're talking about the power of praise. And a lot of people I see out here where I'm from sometimes are trying to train their dogs, and they don't praise their dogs at all. And I promise each one of you Vanguardians out there that you don't have to be a dog trainer, especially if you got a dog from the right genetics. But even the dogs that don't come from selective dog breeding, you would be very amazed and far beyond surprised that what they would do if you just pet them across the head and kiss them. Now listen, this is not a racist comment, but my Caucasian friends, I love you, Billy. Oh, Billy, you're the greatest. Oh, Billy, you walk around. Those dogs will kill you. Those dogs are bonded with those people who kiss and love their dogs. Like when you see me kiss and love my dog, I am one of those people. My dog will attack you, every last one of them, if you do something to me, because they feel I am a part of the pack, that I am the leader, that I bring them food, I bring them good feelings, I bring them praise, I bring them all kind of joy in their lives. And you will find that before you start actually formally dog training your dog, that you need to build a deep connection of love with your dog and praise, because I'm telling you, this is about animal care and control. Now, I use those words because, of course, I was the animal care and control officer. That's the ASAPC, the Animal Protective Services. That's what I did for a living. And I took care of animals. But that concept, if we care for someone and we educate them, they believe in us and they will follow us to the end of times. That's almost like, the power and praise. Listen, let me show you how this works. I'm going to give you an example of power and praise. I come on here and I say, Mr. Mr. Understood. I said Underwood. That's what I need my glasses right here. I don't even have my Mr. Understood. Mr. Understood. You get that? So if I say Mr. Understood, he's doing very good with his dog. I seen it. I seen the change in the way he's handling his puppies. His commands, his trigger words, his markers are on point. He's getting better and better. Look, that's enough to make him start doing even greater. If you tell me you love the way I did the towel in your house, and you've never seen anyone do it like that before, and the corners are so perfect, blah, 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 I'm going to be at the next person's house trying to do the same thing. If we praise each other, we build each other up. If I get on here and I say, Kanye isn't doing nothing, his dogs are not good, and Kanye can't do this, and Kanye can't do that. Now, Kanye may take that and use it for fuel to do better, but at the same time, if I praise Kanye, I'll get a lot more out of Kanye, is basically what I'm saying. We're going to get Kanye feeling good. He's going to say great things about me. He's going to improve in his training or his performance, and all the things that he do. So praising one another and praising our animals, it really gives them the fuel that we miss and that we need. When you see those puppies progressing more and more with different things that I do now, let me tell you where that comes from. The moment I start marking, yes, I mean, good boy, marking, yes, and feed, click, yes, that's the yes, the yes. When I start marking, good boy, yes, good boy, yes. What that does is this, bling, 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 bling. The light bulb effect. He associates exhibiting another good desired behavior that he was praised for, and he says, I'm doing something right. Yes, ding, 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 yes. The light bulb effect goes off. And that's a connection. So when the next time you say, for instance, we want the dog to bite, and say the dog won't bite, and he's kind of nervous, and he goes one step, and I go, good boy, yes. And it makes him take 2 more steps. So the power in praising goes a longer way than the food. Food is just another way to just enhance what you're doing. It's another way to, I'm sometimes pulling for words and I get lost. So, when you're doing that praise is just in that rubbing, stroking the head and rubbing the back, and good boy, yeah. You just hit a tackle. You just went through. Coach hit you across the head. Yeah. And, all of that, man, it amps them up. It turns them into a beast. It makes them think they're invincible. It just takes those dogs across the border of where we need them to come, just go up here. We're building them up. So that's what the power and praise does. It just builds them up. So I hope that when y'all get out here this morning or this evening or night or this weekend and start training your dogs, that you just become animated. That you just start petting on the dog and telling the dog how much you love them and praise them. I want to send some big shots out, love to some of my fans in Vietnam, Puerto Rico, the Philippines. I get a lot of people from the Philippines that's always out here showing me a lot of love. A few people over there, a few of my brothers over there in Africa, and some of the people in the Netherlands are starting to email me a lot in this last couple of years, and seeing what I'm doing with my program, Whereas in years before, you know, a lot of backlash for my thoughts and my concepts. You know, let's go over here to see what we got going on here. We got a lot of people talking over here. Let's see. How can I get an invite to come train with? Hey, sure, it's easy. We gotta listen. I'm trying to build up. This is the last round of there's some business situations I'm handling to where I can get my financial state to travel the world, and I'm going to travel the world. So I'm hoping my business dealings give me that jackpot that I've been trying to achieve so that I can fund myself, you know, to travel the world and do what I love doing, which is training dogs and talking about dogs to people like you. So soon you don't have to worry about coming to me. I'm gonna come to you. I'm gonna travel the world. I'm gonna go to state to state, country to country, city by city, anywhere people that loves dogs, and there's a abundance of us together that can congregate, sit down and share ideas and thoughts, and willing to listen and learn. I'm going to come to you guys. You don't have to worry about how can you get to me. I'm in Jacksonville, Florida. You might be over there. Where my buddy at from Arkansas? My buddy from Arkansas ain't loaded up this morning. Okay. Let's see. Any more questions? Yep, it does the same with kids. Understood you right. You know, if we don't, to be good parents, you know, I found that the most inspiration should come from the parents, because if you let people out in the world praise your kids more than you, your kids begin to believe you don't love them and that you hate them, and they run out into the street, into the world, and become worldly. So I with my son Nicholas, as you guys can see, I'm teaching him about dogs, although he's not really into them. He's into a lot of stuff, but I'm showing him the fundamentals of dog training without him knowing he's learning how to train dogs, and praising him at the same time makes him want to do it. And then I reward him with money. So, you know, instead of, you know, like with dogs, we're giving them food, you know, throwing the ball. I'm giving them money. I'm buying them little toys and computers and iPhones and whatever else he can get his hand on that he like, fishing rods and bow and arrows, BB guns, four-wheelers. And the little kid is just spoiled. You know, but that's the power and praise and reward to keep him doing right in school and keep him focused in the yard away from everybody else. So it does the same thing with kids, Mr. Underwood. You are correct. You had another question, Mr. Miles, to ask about a junkyard dog. Do you teach a junkyard dog to bite and hold like protection dog, or just bite and let go and go to anywhere? I'm not sure if you asked me that before, but I've heard a lot. I heard that question a couple of times, I think, this week, and I'll give you the answer again. With dog training, I found that it's more rewarding when you train your dog the way you want your dog to be trained. I had to pause for a second. It's more rewarding when your dog do all the things that you like, not what I like. Don't worry about what these other dog trainers online say. Oh, you shouldn't be doing that. That's not the right way. Man, they did me like that for 20-some years. I've been called all kind of names under the sun. I'm telling you. And I'm an idiot. I know nothing about dog training. I may not know all the politically correct words to say to sound, you know, well-to-do, but I know exactly what I'm trying to get out of my dogs, and I know exactly what my method is going to do. I know I can shape this, then shape this, then this, and then do it together, and it'll give this effect for the ending result. So, but to kind of answer that question, instead of sounding like a politician, a true junkyard dog, when a dog is in defense, it's a fight. So it's not rehearsed. So I would say, like my dog Neros, I compare Neros, I compare Quattro, and I compare Carlos. You take Neros is a killer. Neros is a killer. Now his sire, Quattro, is a great dog. He's a perfectionist, a biter, a sports type dog that can, bite you civil and look good at it and get a little crazy like Nero's, but he's not a killer like that. He can kill if he hits certain arteries. If ain't not Carlos, he's a nut. He's a nut. He's dangerous. He can just kill somebody on GP and not know he's killing somebody, but that's not his true intent to kill you. He just want to show you he dominant. So a killer, he gonna come in and bite you right here. He ain't never been pet like Carlos and Quattro. We see those guys online rubbing the dog and picking him up. You ever saw those guys? I'm not knocking what they doing now. Listen to me. I'm telling you, this is the truth. This is some real live true information. And they'll get mad when they hear this, though. You ever see those guys over there in Europe and here in America and around the world that are following this guy because they say he's the best, and then they're trying to mimic him, and these guys that trying to mimic him and them, and these new guys trying to mimic them, him, and him, and they all rubbing the dog, picking the dog up in the air, sitting him on the table. Those are not killers. Those are programmed sports dogs that can bite real good, and if you do something, you're gonna get broke off. But those are not killers. Those are fucking. Oh, I'm sorry, I done cursed and ruined my whole little video. Those are, man. Those dogs are well conditioned. A killer gonna do exactly what I just told you. He ain't never been pet before. When he biting, it's a fight to him. It's a threat. He low frontal, growling, hair up on the back, hair with the tail up. The tail might have a puff in it. He growling a little bit. These dog trainers gonna say, "Oh man, he might not be a true killer. I think he's a coward. He's growling. Look how he's on the frontal." A comfortable dog is like this. A dog that's in defense is like this, because he don't know when he got to let loose and dive somewhere else, because he know you can hurt him. He's in a fight with a man. So a real junkyard dog, he gonna swap everywhere anyway, because he ain't holding on. This ain't no points on no field. He don't want you to hit him. He don't want you to hurt him. He just as afraid of you as you are afraid of him, but he looking for that moment to shoot and break you down. So that's what a killer gonna do. And if you want to get a junkyard dog like that and make him a killer, don't let nobody pet him while you doing all that bite work and all that scream, hollow, shake, all that stuff. Don't come close to his face. Always shake your butt, your cans and all that. Keep your hands, shake him up, do it real fast, move. Don't stand still. Yeah, the guy gotta have the leash all the time, because he's gonna counter and jump at your face or whatever if you're down low. You'll know when you're playing with a dog if he's a killer or not. He gonna jump off and tap it. You see that? Saw that? It happens so fast you won't know it. But when they stand down on a man and they just biting and pushing and keeping that spot, and you see them guys looking down at him, whatever they be saying and be talking down all that stuff, man, I ain't no killer. A killer come off and bite your nose and take your teeth with him. So you ain't got to ask me about no killer. It is what it is. It's no trick. We all have the same understanding and common sense at some point. We all know what a killer is when we see it. He is no joke type dog. You can't walk him on the beach, let him loose, and some people running around or dogs. man, he liable, if you don't have him under complete control, he liable not to come back. He gonna kill somebody. You afraid to let him go. You got him on the lead. So every time somebody walk up, you telling him, no, you about to hit him. If you got an e-collar, you ready to hit the button. So you can try to condition his mind not to just explode on his own, because he seems like he's obedient to you in some sense. But you know that anything can piss him off and he's gonna lose his mind. That's a killer. And you can't stop him. He ain't gonna too much stop because somebody go away. He just loses his mind. Good morning, Letras. Wait a minute, I need my glasses. Mas Amindas. I probably messed that all up. Man, I don't even know where that's from. Mexico. Let me get. Hola, senor. El Papa Grande. Big Daddy. Edward Day in the house. That's my boy. Y'all know I love Edward Day. Edward Day kept my business going. He supported my business. He bought a bad dog. I seen the video, Edward. Man, quit sending me them T-Mobile phone videos. Oh, phone you got from 1985, borrowed from your grandma. Went over your grandma's house and got one of them phones. And when they first made it and they do a little bit of video recording and the megapixels look like Snoopy. Snoopy, Snoopy, won't you, please come on. Man, go up to the store and get you a phone and send me some videos of that bad dog so I can show these people what you got. So cheap. But you know what? You ain't cheap because you bought you a real dog. You knew what time it was about that. Oh, Vermont. You watching for Vermont? Oh, God, Lord. There's so many people talking on here. I don't know. I done got lost, especially without my glasses. Hey, you say you from it's Mexico, but I can't even pronounce where you from in Mexico. I'm going to dress my dog up in some Mexican attire and find me some of that Mexican weed. Yeah, man, I don't smoke, but I still like to have the weed. My dogs like to train with it. I need it. It ain't for me now. It ain't for me. Okay. Let's see. Good morning, American Bully. Mini Mr. Cut. Good. We in the house with Vanguardians. You are now a Vanguardian. You pump. Bring it up. Who else in the house? Somebody. Who else new in here? You know I need my glasses. Let me see. Mr. Understood from Vermont. Let's see. Oh, you kiss your old English on the snout every morning, every evening. All right. Well, you got it together. Man, I just done. My mind I got messed up. I agree with you 100%, says Isaac. I think Isaac has been on here before. Isaac says, I agree with you 100%. You have Wolf and Shepherd, English Mastiff, and training is 100 times easier because of the praise I give them. Be blessed, brother. I also train with no treats. Works great. That means you got working dogs and you've connected with your dogs, and you really don't need treats once you connect with a dog. I'm telling you, y'all be surprised. If y'all watch my videos, I don't think none of y'all ever realize I really don't use lines and prongs and e-collars, but you're going to need that stuff sometimes. Like my little dog is confident. He need an e-collar right about now to teach him to come to me and to hear, just to reinforce that and make him feel like my words have power, and then start calling him here when he got his stuff in his mouth without using the collar, just to condition him to come faithfully and not a little bit sometimes want to wander off with his stuff. But that comes from being sloppy and keeping moving. So you got to stay moving to make him follow and become a craft that taking the item from him / giving him something else. So it's a combination of all of that to keep the dog coming towards you. So positive vibe is the way of life. Vito. We got somebody else on here. Somebody great. What did that say? Man, I need my glasses. Grace said, who is Eli's damn Messiah? Man, why you asking me about my pedigree, man? Neros, 2. Neros himself was Quattro and Tiger, which was Rudy Peg, Nico Van Netherland type stuff, bred to Quattro. I took a dog. We took Quattro's littermate sister and bred her to Rudy Rush, which was Rudy Peg's son, I believe. And so we took the Quattro littermate sister, Rudy Peg, Quattro, Rudy Peg, Nico Van Netherland, to produce a dog I had named Jack. That's double shot of those 2 littermates and the Rudy Peg, the Peg line. Now I took that and crossed that to another daughter of Neros, bred to Blue. And so then I took the bottom part and bred that to a daughter of Quattro. So I brought it all the way back up, a daughter of Quattro, bred to a daughter of Carlos, bred to Donna, which was Castor's the group daughter and Arco Kicker's granddaughter. So Arco Kicker's daughter was bred to his sire, bred to Carlos, bred to Quattro, bred to my double bred Neros, which was Nero's son and daughter off of his first cousin, Rudy Peg, Nico Van Netherland. Don't get caught up in bloodline type stuff. I bred dogs like that bloodline to, make sure that all the puppies continue to act the same way. That's like not changing the blood. My sister has a child from one of you guys. It sounds crazy. And then I have a child from that child, which is Denise. Then bring it back to the dad, my dad, which is her granddad. The blood never changed. Only a quarter of that outside that one of you guys has. So that's how dogs are bred. These people will tell you they don't breed dogs like that. Oh, that's inbreeding. Man, that's foolishness. They're trying to keep you from being a breeder and having good dogs. The moment you take your dog and breed it to somebody down the street that came from Wisconsin or California, you just made a half your dog, half that dog. Now you take that puppy and breed it to somebody up here in Georgia. Now you got to look at that. You don't have but 25% of your dog in that dog. Talking about this her granddaughter. You just took your bloodline and made it a piece of nothing. You don't know what those dogs do and what age they start doing what they do. When it comes to breeding, this is a whole new game. So, if that helps you, that's how Neros is bred. Eli, let me see. Canines have empathy, like sense and ability. All right, we know that. You're afraid. Look like my time is running out. Let me see. I'm trying to find somebody new because I got my big Queen of Hearts. The Queen of Hearts, jackpot. Queen of Hearts, I thought about you last night. I want you to get one of those bullies, right? Right before feeding time. Just wait for a minute. Don't feed it, when you feed it normally. Go get this dog a long line from Tractor Supply. Put it on the lead. Go to a park or go somewhere where nobody's at. No dogs, no cars, no distractions. Take a friend who's comfortable with being around the dog and have them hold the dog. And I want you to have a whole bunch of little hot dogs that's sliced up in little tiny little pieces just to wet the gum. And say, here. And when it comes to you, give it the food. Say, good boy. And close your hand. There's one little piece. And they act like you ain't feeding it no more. And when the dog, y'all go walking. And let the dog pull out on the line and go in the distance. And then say, here. And then hold your hand down low and be back walking backwards with your hand down. I want you to train them dogs. I'm going to help you. I'm going to send you some videos so you can do that. Look, my time is up. So I got all these new people. Yo show. You have a 6-month-old Rottweiler with food aggression. What should you do? Get you a good old e-collar if you have to. If I don't know how far it is, and put the food down, have that e-collar on it for a few hours every day before you use it. The third or fourth day when I e-collar, put that food down, have it on a long line where it can't bite you. And you put that food and you walk towards the food. And it growl at you, you hit that shock collar and say, Patuche, or whatever word you want to use. Don't use no because you're going to use that in your obedience. This use a word means never do that. you know, Foey, you know, something that's in German, and hit that shot collar. And then once your dog back away from it, then you come up to that bowl and you take the piece and give it to him and start feeding him from your hand. You learn you get food from me, and you don't treat me like you the leader, and you eat before I eat, and I can't come in the bowl. All my dogs, I constantly stick my hand in their mouth and all kind of stuff like that. Texas in the house. Texas in the house. Live action dog training. Texas in the house. Texas in the house. Live training. Who else in here? I guess we got all my regular friends. I think women. Vincent. Africa, the homeland, the motherland, where all the resources of the world they try to drain us and hold us back. Guess where I'm from? The Congo. I'm from Senegal. I have Nigerian in me too. They done mix me all up, so I'm Congo, Senegal, Nigerian, all of that. The Ivory Coast, everything, everything. The blood diamonds of Africa. Hey, man, keep doing it big. And to all of you guys over there, Ryan, I see you. Demo, I see you. Y'all keep coming back. What that say? Perm. I can't even read that. Keep it up, fam. Permanent. Did you got a perm in your head? Get the light bulb effect. Watch my new video. I'm finna pump some new videos out today. And I love my Vanguardians. Vanguardian, good morning, and Vanguardians, and come back. Let's get these dogs bad. Let's make them be man stoppers. Let's keep them under control. Let's give them a lot of love. Let's give them a lot of care. And y'all come back, share my videos, subscribe now. And I am Ulysses Muff, known to the world as Master Von der Muff, the world's greatest puppy imprinter with some of the world's greatest working puppies. Yeah!